Welcome to this video, and in this video you're going to be learning how to automate your WhatsApp using the Autoresponder app. So I will search for Autoresponder on my Play Store here. So this is the Autoresponder I'm using. The picture is loading. I think there is a little issue with the network strength. So to save our time, this is the autoresponder here. I'm going to share the link to the Pro app in the description of this video. So this is the autoresponder here. I have some responses that I've created before. So I'm just going to be showing you through the app. So this app is very efficient, especially the Pro version. You can check the link in the description for the Pro version of this app. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Don't also forget to share with your friends that may be in need of this video. Alright, so I would have started this video from the very start. I mean, when I just downloaded the app, this and that, but that's not really necessary. Setting up the app is not very difficult. So we have some options here on this drawer. We have rules, we have test your rules, we have settings, and we have tasker. So when we check this test your rules, it is simply where after setting your autoresponder, it is simply where you can, test your rules. So I set one autoresponder to test for my rules generally. So I'll just type test, and then if the autoresponder is active, it will tell me it's working. You see, can you see it's working? So that is basically how you are going to when you set your autoresponder, that is how you are going to test for your autoresponder if it is working. I'm not saying you are going to use this keyword test. I was the one that actually set this keyword instead of using the original keywords. I mean, it may be that I have a webinar coming up, like the digital skills bootcamp coming up in February, and then I have to be typing LOCD, I want to join blah blah blah. So that is quite stressful. So I'll just type test, and then if the app is working, if it is running, it will tell me that it's working. I was the one that said this response too. So at the top here, we have this switch to switch on and to switch off the autoresponder. So when you deactivate this switch now, it is going to switch off the autoresponder. So the autoresponder is not going to work. But when you activate it, it is going to work. However, sometimes when you activate this switch and it doesn't work, you just have to click on these three dots, and then when you click on these three dots, you're just going to click on this doesn't work. So it will take you to your accessibility settings, or notification access rather. So you click on settings, and then you look for this app, the autoresponder for WA, and then you are going to deactivate this, turn off, and then turn it back on, and then you go back to your app. So when you go back to your app, the app should be working perfectly. Now let us delve into how to set up auto response. So where you are going to start from is this plus button at the bottom right corner of your screen. So you click this button, and now this message box, what you are going to fill in it is the message that you want to reply to. I mean, let's say you are giving out your WhatsApp link and then you have a prefilled message. So whatever message you have already set, or maybe the message that you want this autoresponder rule to respond to. Let's say, for example, you when somebody tells you hello, okay, let's say when somebody tells you how are you doing, you want it to reply I'm fine. I hope you get what I'm saying. So in this how are you doing, that is where you are going to set the question you are expecting people to ask, or the text, the message you are expecting people to send. And then this reply message, this is where you are going to see the set the answer I'm fine. So whenever somebody asks you how are you doing, you say I'm fine, or I'm doing fine. Let's say I'm doing fine. Alright, so and then we are under this received message, we have some rules here. We have the exact match, we have similarity match, we have pattern matching, we have expert pattern matching, and we have a welcome message. Now I'm going to explain it one by one. For this exact match, it simply means Anybody that types how are you doing question mark, it is going to reply I'm doing fine. But if somebody types how are you doing full stop, it is not going to reply. So it is exactly what is written here. That's how the person is expected to send it. That's the kind of message you're expecting from that the other person. So let's say you're expecting done. Do you get? So this exact done or workshop or get access, keywords like that. If you're expecting those kinds of keywords, this you are going to use the exact match to set them. And then for similarity match is fairer, and I will show you how to set the efficiency of your similarity match. So for similarity match now, if anybody types how are you doing today, since it is similar to how are you doing, it is going to answer the person. Now, the similarity match, how it works is that you are going to set the threshold for similarity, or the percentage of efficiency, the efficiency percentage. Now, anywhere it senses how are you doing, it is going to reply. Even if anything is okay, let's say I want to say let's say the person sends good morning, how are you doing, it is still going to reply the person. And if you set your similarity threshold to maybe 80 or 90, and then the person types good morning, how are you doing today, it may not reply the person because the similarity threshold is kind of too much than so it will not be able to capture every other thing surrounding this how are you doing. I believe you understand. And then for this pattern matching now, okay, for this similar for all these rules, for all these options, you can check this info button at the front, this green icon at the front. Now for this pattern matching, so they said reply if message starts with tests. So if you want to reply anybody that says hello, anybody that starts his message with hello, any message that starts with hello, you want to reply I'm fine. Even if it is hello everybody, you are still going to reply I am fine. I believe you understand now. So you are going to put this asterisk at the front of that hello. So that means any message that starts with hello, it will reply, your autoresponder will respond I'm fine. Now for any message that contains hello, you start with the asterisk and you end with the asterisk. So any message that contains hello, let's say good morning, hello, how are you doing, so any message that contains that hello, it is going to reply I'm fine. And then for the last one on pattern matching, anyone that ends with hello, let's say oh you dear hello, so you are going to add the asterisk at the front. So any message that ends with hello, it is going to reply the person with I'm fine. I believe you understand now. So let us move to the next one, which is expert pattern matching. Now for this expert pattern matching, it is quite complex and I won't advise you to use it. It comes with a bit of extensions, other things that you need to download, or libraries, other expressions, all of those things, and you need to understand a little bit of coding. So we don't need that. Ordinary pattern matching is okay. And then for welcome message now, replies to the first message which is received from a non-contact since the app is active. You can activate it for groups too. So if you will be added to a new group, you can automatically say hi. Remember, first message, since the app is active, it can't know with who you've texted before, but it doesn't reply to contacts though. Tip: if you want to send recurring welcome message every X days, for example, use the all button in combination with the pause rule 4. So the way this one works is that when you have somebody that is just messaging you for the first time, or let me say the person that has not saved your number before is sending you a message and you just activated this app, so any first message that person sends you, even if you guys have chatted before, it is going to reply the person. That's basically how it works. So let's return it back to our pattern matching. So let's say any message that contains hello, we are going to reply it with I'm fine. And now for this reply message now, you can also increase the number of replies. So by clicking on this plus button here, so you click on this plus button, after the I'm fine, you can say how are you doing too. You can add another one. How is everyone over there? And so can you see all the for the multiple replies now, it has selected all by itself. So that means whenever anybody sends you any message that contains hello, it is going to reply them, I'm fine, how are you doing too, how is everybody over there. And so delay in seconds means between this I'm fine and how are you doing too, do you want it to delay or you want everything to send at once, pam pam pam. So if you want 1 second delay, you can add the delay in seconds, 1 second. So it will just reply as I'm fine after 1 second. How are you doing too? After 1 second. How is everyone over there? I believe you get that part. And so these two options, they are not compulsory. You need to have um, much tech knowledge before you understand them. I want this video to be very digestible, to be very simple as possible. And then for this delay in seconds, now this second delay in seconds for the option, the one that they put under this optional tab, it means after somebody sends you a message that contains hello, how many seconds do you want it to take before you reply, before this autoresponder responds to that person. So we can say let's take 1 second to before it responds to that person, so that you won't look like a robot. All right. And then for this receiver, do you want it to only send to individuals or to groups or to both? So if you want it to send to individuals and groups, you can select both. If it's only groups, you can select groups. If it's only individuals, you can select individuals. And then for this specific contact, now let us check the information they have for us here. Now type the entire name of a contact, a group, or a phone number like they are displayed in WhatsApp. So if you save somebody's number with my friend, so you can write the name of the person here. So it's only your friend, it's only that person that you save his number with my friend that this autoresponder will respond to. And how does this autoresponder knows that you save this number, this person's number with my friend? When you receive a WhatsApp message, it is going to see it. It has access to your notification, so it will see it from your notification, and then it will extract the name of the person and compare it to your rules. So if the person's name is matching the specific contact you set, it is going to automatically reply to that person. And also you can click on this human icon, this contact icon here, to select any contacts manually. Let's say you can't remember the exact name you used to save the person's number, so you can select it manually. And so let me cancel this. I don't have anybody's number saved with my friend. But let's say you even have 2 people or 3 people or many people that you want to save and that you want to send the message to. Let's say number one, the first person is my friend, and then my brother, my sister. These are the people I want this message to reply to. My mom, my dad. Let's say we have all of these people now. So you are going to separate them with comma. So it is automatically going to recognize those names whenever it receives them from the notification. So let's cancel this. And then for okay, now let's look at this. +44* for example stands for all UK phone numbers. Now let's say you want to only reply this message to all Nigerian numbers. Nigeria is using +234. So you add asterisk at the front of that +234. So any number at all that is starting with +234, it is going to reply. And now for people that are not for non-contacts, for people you don't have their number saved, you're just going to write plus and the asterisk. So those are the people that it will reply to. It's only people that are not your contacts that it is going to reply to. And then ignored contacts. You don't want it to reply to some certain people. So you can also add your non-contact. It's the same rule that goes for it. It's the same rule that goes for the specific contact. That also goes for the ignored contact. So for example, if you want to ignore all US numbers, +91, I guess, and then star. So if it's non-contacts that you want to ignore, plus star. but you can't use plus star together. That means it is not going to respond to anybody. I mean, if you use specific contact as non-contact and then ignore contact 2 as non-contact, there is no how it is going to work. So let us move on. And then pause rule 4. Now what is pause rule 4 means, okay, let before we jump to pause rule 4, we have specific times. What time of the day do you want this message to reply to people? Now you can select only specific times of the day. So on Monday, let's check the info button here. So set the reply times per day. The app doesn't send a reply on days you leave blank. Just write 0 to 24 instead. Separate hours and minutes with full stop or column. Add a time range with hyphen. Separate time ranges with, so you can read this information yourself, and then it is very easy to understand and then you are going to get it. But I'm not going to use that option. Now for this pause rule 4, it means that after you have set that rule, how many seconds or how many minutes or how many hours, how many days or how many messages after that rule do you want this rule to repeat itself? So let's say somebody sends you good morning. So you can pause this rule for 1 day. For 1 day. Because we cannot have 2 mornings in a day. So somebody has sent you good morning today. So you can reply the person, you can set the response for the person, good morning. And so the rule will be paused till the next day. Till the person comes again and tells you good morning. So uh, if the person comes the next day and tells you good morning, it is going to reply to the person. But if the person comes that same evening and says good morning again, it is not going to reply to the person, and that's even weird. Nobody should do that. And then let's move to this submenu. For the submenu, what do we have here? Number one, we can have this go to rule. Now you can go to the previous rule before this one. There is a way you can place rules hierarchically. I mean, you can place them above each other, or you should even use the rule ID. So if you know a rule ID, let's say the ID is 12, I will show you how to get the rule ID. It is usually written beside rule here at the top of your screen. I'll show you rule IDs of some of the rules I've set before. So let's say the rule ID is 14. So whenever it finishes this rule, the next rule it is going to execute is the rule 14. So if anybody has not uh, obeyed this rule, or if this rule has not been used for somebody before, that means it cannot execute rule 14. I don't know if you get my point now. Or if you don't want to use this option, you can just simply click on this plus icon. So submenu, please save the rule to first to add the submenu. Yes. So I'm firstly going to save this rule by clicking on this mark, and then I can go back and go add the submenu. So this submenu, that means when this rule has been used for somebody before, you can set the next rule it will go to. So let's say somebody has greeted you, hello, how are you doing? And then you say, I'm fine. So you can set the next rule to be, if the person says, how is studies? Do you understand what I'm saying now? So that is basically how you are going to set it, and then you are going to set it like the normal rule. And then you can also add submenu to that one too. This submenu basically, usually it is used for let's say people that place orders, people that sell things. So let's say you sell phones, you sell jewelries, and then you sell perfumes too. So let's say somebody now messages you, hi, I want to get something from your store. So you can use the first rule to ask that, what do you want to get? Is it phone, jewelries, or perfume? So if the person picks phone, then you can go to another submenu. What kind of phone do you want? What product of phone? Is it Xiaomi, Tecno, Itel, Infinix, Apple, Samsung, Sony, Google, anyone? The person is going to pick, and then on and on and on like that. That is basically how it's done. So I said I will show you the rule ID. Can you see this rule is rule 30? So it is rule 30. So you can address this rule from another rule later. I mean, if you go to another rule, so you can say you can add this submenu. So go to rule, the rule ID will be rule 30. Do you understand? So but we are not doing that. And if you want to duplicate this rule, you simply go to the top right corner of your screen, the topmost right corner, and then you click on this duplicate button. and then it is automatically going to duplicate this row. Can you see it has duplicated the row, but we don't need this row. So this is basically how you can use the autoresponder to respond to your WhatsApp messages. And now let us sorry, okay, good. Now let us test what we've done. Now if you don't want to just be accessing the test your rules from this drawer, you can simply click on this message box at the top of your screen. Can you see? So let's say hi, hello dear. You know that this message is containing hello, so it is yeah. Can you see the way it is replying me? So that is basically how it works. And if you want to delete the row, you can just swipe it to the left, or yeah, swipe it to the left. If you want to deactivate it, you just click on this green circle, and then it is deactivated. You can reactivate it. And then for the settings, I promise to show you how you can set the similarity threshold. So okay, first of all, you can explore the settings yourself. The WhatsApp version you are using, you can use official WhatsApp, that is WhatsApp Messenger, WhatsApp Business, GB WhatsApp Custom, or anyone. And then for your similarity threshold, you can set it with this sig bar. So I currently set my own to 85 for reasons best known to me. So basically those are some basic settings that you can make. Alright, and then I've taught you how to address the doesn't work. We're not going to check the task card today, so that will be all for this video. Stick around, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Click the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I drop a new video, and I will see you when next you see me. Bye for now.